All right, Shalom, another GMS on the go, back with another lesson, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next, double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the one to taught me the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akims. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith. Regardless of people here for bear. Just sitting back through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, just thinking of the times that the beautiful times that we're living in. You know, all things that the scriptures are speaking are coming to pass. Pretty much I'm going to call this lesson on Trading Places, Part 2. The same predicaments and the same situations that you see the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians going through. All you different nations are going to be in a worse predicament than we have ever been in, you know? And I just want to bring out a couple of scriptures through the spirit of Yahweh, but Shemal Shiloh, then I'm going to wrap it up. Everything that happened to us, the slavery, you know, the burning, the lynching, the castration. Well, we ain't going to castrate you, but as far as in the burning, the lynching, the separating of families, being put on cargo slave ships, all the things that we had to endure, you nations are going to have to endure that plus double, man. Look, according to the Bible. Not my words, but according to the Bible. But look, without further ado, let's get in it. Coming straight out the Bible. And I know a whole lot of people don't want to hear this. But somebody's going to have to pay for what happened to us. The God of the Bible said He requires that which is past. Matter of fact, let's get that first. Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, the 15th verse. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, who they equally call God and Jesus Christ, He requireth that which is past. So everything that happened to us in the past, guess what? The God of the Bible requires that someone has to pay for it. Not just going to get off scot-free. This is not just going to lynch us, feed us to alligators, slaughter our babies, you know, animals, zoos, you name it, man. Whips across the back, you name it. 100 years, 50 years, being locked up for 150 years, being locked up for like 60 years, and you ain't even do nothing. The Most High said, look, the things that happened to us in the past, He requires that someone pays for it, man. And it's a beautiful thing just to know that. Just to know that the God of the Bible never forgot about us, man. You know? Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And everything that I'm reading is coming straight out the Bible. Don't get mad at us because we're reading the Bible. Telling some hate speech. I'm reading the Bible as hate speech. You devils gonna pay for that. You sleazy E's gonna pay for that, man. Like I was with the brother Kabar earlier, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about that movie Django. How Jake was walking, you know what I'm saying, dead in the snow. With no shoes or nothing, man, in the cold dead of winter. You know? No shirt on. Just some dungarees and that's it, man. Going to the other slave plantation, man. Going from one slave plantation to the others. You nations, you better watch all them slave period movies. Because you're going to be the face of it, man. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, will put all these curses upon thine enemies. Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Verse 15 on down. Read about the curses that happened to Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And put you heathens' faces in that picture, man. Okay? The man, woman, and the child. You're going to be working from sun up to sun down. Free labor, man. Free of charge, man. We ain't going to pay you nothing. What the scripture say? Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and upon them that hate thee, which persecuteth thee. You know? And we have been persecuted as a nation, man. Right? And the God of the Bible says He's going to put all of these curses, being carted off on cargo slave ships, never to return, families being split apart, all that, man. All that is going to happen to you other nations, man. Starting off with you Edomites, you Arabs, you Dahed, East Indians, all of it, man. And once again, the scriptures say double, man. double according to thy works. Double, man. And we ain't gonna forget it either. The God of the Bible got us remembering it week in and week out. We're remembering it, man. You know? And then on top of that, the Lord said we ain't gonna go into captivity ever again. Ever again, man. Never ever again. Lamentations. Let me see where I want to start. It's so much to read. What a lovely story, Yahweh Shemel. What a beautiful story. Lamentations chapter 1. It started off rough for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but look at the end result. The end result for us is paradise. The end result for us is relaxation. Okay? The end result for us is heaven. The end result for you nations is what? Slavery, punishment. You know? Lamentations chapter 1, verse 21. They have heard that I sighed. There is none to comfort me. Should we just roll past the store? You got all kind of Jasons standing in front of the store, nowhere to go, homeless. Got to sleep at the bus stop. You know, got to sleep in front of a building. It's snowing outside down here in the Carolinas. You see it. Jake sleeping outside tonight, man. They either can't find a job or either they can't afford to pay the rent that these devils make you pay to have a roof over your head. It's hard out here. These people heard about the trouble and the hell that we have been catching, man. These other nations know. You know? They all set it up to further oppress us. They all came together. Pursuant to Psalms, the 83rd chapter. You know? I think that song, let me just double check. Let me just double check it. All these nations came together to further oppress Israel. I want to just fact check. Let's just make sure. Yeah, Psalms the 83rd chapter. All these nations came together to further oppress Israel. Lamentations chapter 1 verse 21. They have heard that I sighed. There is none to comfort me. All mine enemies have heard of my trouble. And then they set up a corporation, aka a kingdom, where they made sure we won't get ahead. You know? In order for you to have a couple of shekels in your pockets, you got to do something wicked. All that's going to be done away with soon come, man. This whole filthy, wicked, sinful kingdom is going to be done away with soon come, according to the Bible. When we walk past these nations, we walk into their little stores, their little haberdash. You see how they look at us? Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy, right? They have heard of my trouble. They see the police brutality. You know? They know that we in these crime-infested neighborhoods, the ghettos, the slums, the barrios, the reservations. Think these nations don't know what all the hell that we catching and been catching for hundreds of years, and ain't nobody came to plead our cause, right? That's what the scriptures are saying. They are glad that thou hast done it. They're glad that Yahweh Shema Shai took our power away from us and put us dead on the bottom. These nations are glad, man. They're very excited that this happened to us, man. You know? So when it happened to them, we're going to be excited. Just remember that. When the shoe is on the other foot, we're going to be excited, you know? It says, they are glad that thou hast done it. Thou wilt bring the day that thou hast called. And they, meaning all these nations, and they, the Arab, the Dahet East Indian, the Hawaiian, the so-called African, these sleazy-ees, you name it, man. Whoever I didn't name, you know? And they, these nations, shall be like unto me. Now, you nations, when you see a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian out there in the earth, and they just can't get ahead, they can't get by, they sleeping on the streets, can't get nothing to eat, can't pay their bills, can't do nothing. All odds are stacked up against them. Put yourself there soon come. Put yourself there soon come. Double though, man. And look, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. We're waiting on that day. We're waiting on that day when Yahweh Shema Shai is going to execute judgment on you nations, man. Jeremiah chapter 30. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And these nations devoured the nation of Israel, man. They straight up devoured us, and they still devouring us, man. You know? Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Trading Places Part 2. That's the name of this video. Trading Places Part 2. Every one of them shall go into captivity. If you're not from the nation of Israel, you're going head first into captivity, aka slavery. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Everything that y'all took from us, because the word spoil means to rob. Everything you nations took from us, you're going to cough it up, man. The nation of Israel, through the spirit of Yahweh, according to the Bible, is going to take everything you got, man. Everything you got. And all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey, man. Everything you got, the nation of Israel is going to take it from you, man. You know, through the spirit of Yahweh. Look, this is the words of the Bible. This is the words of the Bible. For I will restore health unto thee. That's talking about to the children of Israel. Everybody knows we're on the bottom. These nations love that we're on the bottom. The scriptures say they was glad that the Lord did it to us. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, because they, these other nations, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. They don't think the God of the Bible is going to come and deliver us out of the hellhole that we're in. That's why they continue to do what they do to us, man. They continue to do what they do to us because they don't think the God of the Bible is going to ever come and plead our cause. No, they don't. No, they don't. But see, they don't know the mind of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. They don't know the mind of the Lord. No, they don't. They don't know it, man. They don't know that the God of the Bible is preparing vengeance, preparing slaughter, and all that, man. You know, they don't know. Psalms chapter 149 and 5. Let the saints, which are the Israelites, let the saints, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the saints, right? Let the saints rejoice. Right? Let the saints be joyful and glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. This is talking about when we get in the kingdom. Okay? When we get in our kingdom. Because we in hell right about now. No, the kingdom of heaven will be established upon earth. You nations don't catch pure hell, man. Let the saints be joyful and glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. But I thought the God of the Bible loved everybody, right? Whatever happened to the God of the Bible coming to save everybody? Why is the scriptures telling us that the saints are going to have a two-edged sword in their hand? And they're going to punish the heathens, man, by vengeance, right? To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron. Here, the kings of all these different nations, they're going to be the first ones to go head first into captivity, man. Straight up, all their nobles going head first into captivity, man. That's why we tell these nations through the spirit of Yahweh, they better enjoy themselves. They better rejoice. They better live it up, man. You know, they better live their best life. Because they're going to have heavy chains on them soon come. To execute, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. The saints are the Israelites. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. And I read one of the judgments executed that was written, that Jeremiah in the 30th chapter. We'll get another one though. A goody but old one. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, this is one of the judgments written. Let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity, aka slavery, shall go into captivity, aka slavery, right? He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And who are the saints again? The Israelites, man. The Israelites are the saints. I prove it right quick. Psalms, going right back to Psalms. Psalms chapter 148, verse 14. He also exhorted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. A people near unto him, praise ye the Lord. So who are the saints? Who's going to execute judgment upon these different nations? The saints, which are the Israelites, man. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. The Lord is finally hearing our cry. And now Yahweh Bahashim Shai is going to make a move on you.